subject pronouns. Now we have to remember that a pronoun is a short word used as a simple replacement for a noun, which can be a person, animal, or thing. Now a subject pronoun replaces the noun performing the action in a sentence. Now subject pronouns are divided into singular and plural, depending on the number of persons, animals, or things they refer to. Now here we have our subject pronouns and their number, be it singular or plural. So let's look at our first person, which is speaking about oneself, and singular we have I. So first person speaking about oneself, singular I. Plural we have we, plural meaning more than one. Then we go to second person, speaking to someone or speaking to someone listening. Singular we have one, we have you. And plural we also have you, meaning more than one persons will be listening. Third person, and the subject pronouns, we have speaking about someone or something. Singular, they would be referred to as she or he or it. Plural, they would be referred to as thee. So here we have our subject pronouns, singular, I, you, he, she, and it. And on the plural, we have we, you, and they. Now note, the subject always comes before the verb in a sentence. So example 1, where we have the subject pronoun I. I went to the park with Carl. Example 2, they. They played in the rain. So the subject pronoun they before the verb played. And remember, the subject performs the action. So they played. And example 3, we baked a cake for the party. Now let's practice our subject pronouns. Now let's use the correct pronouns to complete the sentences. So first sentence, he or him is 4 years old. Our second sentence, they or them belong to the children. And we have we or us play football. Remember, the subject pronouns would be used to show that they're performing the action. So here we have he is 4 years old. Second sentence, they or them belong to the children. They belong to the children. Our third sentence, we are us. We have we play football. Let's move on to some more examples or more sentences in our practice. She or her gave the doll to Shari. Number 5. They or them were reading. And number 6. He or him gave the ball to John and me. So first sentence, she gave the doll to Shari. Number 5, they or them were reading. We have they were reading. And number 6, the subject pronoun he gave the ball to John and me. So nice job, great work. Now here are some helpful tips when we're giving those kind of complicated sentences in which we have to know when to use our subject pronouns. So now some helpful tips about the subject pronoun. First tip, a subject pronoun follows the verb to be, and we know they are am, is, are, was, were. And our second tip, it always follows as and than when comparing persons or things. So here are some examples of our pronouns, subject pronouns, used after verbs to be and after as and than, hopefully. The teacher said it was, and we have he. Mark is as smart as I. The thief appears to be she. And the children played better than we. Now if we read them again, now you can always add that extra ending to, figure out whether or not that he sounds correct. So like example, like when I'm doing this, I would say the teacher said it was he, and I may add who did it. Mark is as smart as I may add the am at the end. Mark, so it's going to be Mark is as smart as I am. The thief appears to be she, and the children played better than we did. So that's just a bit of helpful tip on also what you can do to know whether or not you have to use those subject pronouns to complete your sentences. Now let's go to practice, and here we have our subject pronouns. Complete each sentence with the correct pronoun. So again, let's have our sentences. Tessa is as tall as, and we have she and her. The children are not as happy as, and we have they and them. And number 3, Joseph said that it was, and we have he and him. So let's go back to our first sentence. Tessa is as tall as, we have that word as, and we have she. So as tall as, some people may say she is. The children are not as happy as they, or we have the children are not as happy as they are. Number 3, Joseph said that it was, we have he. We want to add our ending. Joseph said that it was he who did whatever, who did it, or so on. Now let's move on to number 4. It seems to be, and we have they and them. Number 5. He dreamt that it was, we have us and we. And number 6. She can cook as well as he, and we also him. So let's go back to number 4. It seems to be, we have that to be, and we have that subject pronoun they. It seems to be they who want to add an extra to that. Number 5, he dreamt that it was, we have us and we have we, and we know it would be we after that verb to be was. So he dreamt that it was we who did whatever. Number 6, she can cook as well as he, or we can add our ending. She can cook as well as he can. So here we have our subject pronouns.